Good morning, everyone. Myself, Ashu Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Arya Institute of Engineering Technology and Management. Today, we will see some of the applications of cloud application and federated clouding, CRM, in industries, and some models. Let's start with this federated cloud and intercloud. Actually, the federated cloud is something in which that multiple cloud vendors work together. So in order to fulfill the expectation of the client, this is the responsibility of cloud vendor. If suppose cloud vendor doesn't have the sufficient resources and services, then it has to contact with some other vendors in the market, and then as a combined, they fulfill the expectation of the customer. So such kind of concepts that comes under the federated clouds and interclouds concept. So here it's a collaboration among the different vendors, and they fulfill the expectations of their clients. Now, these are some points regarding that. That the service providers, those are the vendors, and very much there. Infrastructure provider, what sort of infrastructure is used in the industries or organization for an individual as well. So that providers, and next is the service managers and virtual execution environment. So these things are very important for the concept of federated clouds and intercloud. Next is this is the protein structure prediction. We have this application generally we use in bioinformatics, critical chemistry, and 2D structure of protein from its amino acids, and use different softwares in cloud computing that does these concepts, used software tools and web servers in this protein structure prediction, which is the 3D structure. And generally, this application is used in field of R&D in bioinformatics. So this is the protein structure, which is the biological concept, but in software that you can say that cloud computing, there are different softwares and tools those work in that analysis. Now there are different applications. There are so many applications, but some of them are satellite image processing, which is for the resolution purpose at different level. CRM and RP applications for the optimized utilizations of the resources, that physical resources as well as virtual resources. So the concepts ERP and CRM is very complex applications to deploy in terms of large scale industries and medium scale industries or small scale industries. Social networking nowadays, bulk of people, you can say, they are using these social networking applications in different ways. So it is in users quite large. Scientific applications and business applications always there for business operations and scientific real-time data operations. So all these applications and many more are applications that sustain and the work that in the collaboration with the cloud computing that services. So now the concept is what exactly the CRM. Customer relationship management, that's full form of CRM, is it is an approach in order to manage the company's interaction with the current customer. End of the day, as I said earlier, that a consumer is all about any technology, any trends, any application. If consumers are there, then only that technology flourish and work according to the expectations. So customer relationship management is directly that manage that company interaction with the current customer. It is one such management process in which the companies can maintain a good relationship and stay connected to the customers. In turn, it also improves the profitability of the company. So once you have multiple customers, you have n number of customers, definitely company have that road to work according to that, and profitability scenario will increase for the company and organization. So the cloud-based CRM means that customer relationship management software is being based on the basis of the cloud solutions that can be access through internet by making things much more easier and simpler. So internet is that constraint which is required almost there in any service and application that is deployed using cloud computing. You can access that information from anywhere at any time. So you carried out your business activities and easily from any corner of the world. So it is globally accessible through that. As you know that the required information is stored in the cloud solutions, you and your team can access the data, and client can have that privilege that seeing the data about its compatibility with the cloud applications. because the CRM is cloud computing can be easily maintained. The CRM in the cloud computing involves technology to automate and organize business activities, marketing and sales purpose, provide customer services as well, troubleshootings. The use of all these tools in the CRM systems helps to maintain a good relationship with the customers, and it also helps to manage the work more efficiently. So overall cost is going to be optimized at the service provider end as well as for the customer. When the work runs smoothly in the organization with very few that manual errors, so accuracy is attaining there, and you attain your loyal customers, you can surely see growth in your business. So this is wonderful application when we talk about the CRM and ERP for that purpose of interaction with the clients and grow business according to that. So this is the customer relationship management that two, and this is the model that we generally follow in the cloud computing. Now, acquiring new and loyal customers is very important for the growth of the company. Understanding your customer preferences, needs, and wants, and then provides them the best products and services, then it creates a good first impression on them. So when your customer feel that you are putting in efforts to acquire them, they will surely up remaining loyal to you. So end of the day, if customer brings that satisfaction as per your services and all sorts of things about the cost that measurements, then definitely customer will become loyal to you, and it will definitely increase that growth of your business process and all these sorts of profitability. And retain your customer, it is a big deal that retaining your loyal customers plays an important role in the business, as you would be aware of the fact that selling your product to a new customer is more expensive than selling it to an existing customer, because once you make a new customer, it's a more challenging task than the existing customers and make dealing with that. So when you put in efforts to maintain a good relationship with your customers, they will not be thinking of flipping to your competitors products or services and the competitions as well. If you treat them well, they may get you two more customers and may also share their experience with 10 more. But if they had a bad experience, the whole world may get the information within the seconds. So this is very, very quick that processing. If you have good services, you have good that accuracy rates and availability rates, definitely customer will bring two or three, and it is exponentially growth. But if experience is not as that satisfactory, then definitely that bad experience may be shared within a time, within a very few seconds across the world. So this is that challenging task when you are going to deploy such kind of services and applications for retaining your customers in the business process. So when it comes to the feedback, do not step back while taking that feedback. Every customer wants to be valued and respected. The feedback may be good, bad, best, or worst, but make sure that take the feedbacks positively and improve your business for much better growth. There may not be satisfied customer, but they have courage to let them know you will improve. Moreover, be thankful to your that satisfies customers always. And why you should use CRM software? So it optimizes your marketing strategy and makes your service more credible. And it supports your cross-selling and upselling efforts. It improves your relationship with the current customers. It turns customer data into the revenue intelligence. It identifies and removes inefficient practices. It makes customer information available to all the agents, streamlines invoicing, and it tracks the performance of your agents. The overall cost that is going to be that decrease and it is going to be optimized. Now, data analysis area, some very, very important area nowadays, because of we are dealing with a non-structural type of data. Much more, there's social media, tracking products, keeping records. So many logistics companies, they do that for tracking records and products and keeping all these management there. And social media is big, big base for that non-structural data and for the data analysis. A little bit about data analysis that collects and stores big data in the AWS cloud and on web services, and meet the challenges of increasing volume, the variety of the data, and the velocity of data. Reduce cost and scales to meet the demands and increase the speed of innovations, make use of solution for every stage of big data life cycle. So data analysis is very, very important, and nowadays company hire the data analysts and scientists, and for the technical they pay the skills they require. So source of truth is Amazon S3, which is the service, and Amazon EFS and Amazon to Shift, and real time is Amazon again in the high performance databases and analysis platform. So when we talk about the Amazon S3, it's secure, durable, high scalable object storage accessible by a simple web services interface. It stores and retrieve any amount of data used alone or together with other AWS services also. So next is what is Earth on AWS? Run on Amazon Web Service servers and accessible through command line when logged in AWS accounts. Used by MATLAB. These are the softwares and the frameworks that Mapbox, S3, Planet Labs, and Crystal Globes, and NVIDIA, and many more. So AWS is also having that satellite applications and all these sorts of things over there. So when we talk about the frameworks and the tools and the techniques that AWS having these are some of them. Then we can say that Elevation, Loka, Moa, GDELT, and Next BCCA, Fluxnet, and Google Earth Engine is Globe Cover, and PSTI, NAS, WWF, and Oxford Map, Word Pop. So these all are the tools and the techniques and the softwares and different applications, logistics and business processing, and some scientific applications, social media applications, and some satellite imaging. So all these that provided there in cloud computing. Now the data set that available at AWS Earth is there are data sets that are available for AWS Earth type of applications. That is a SpaceNet machine learning imagery, which is Landsat, the National Agriculture Imagery Program, Dextrod, GDELT, a global database of society, Tarrant Health. So people may having that research and type of activities over that data. They have this data set available in AWS or they may download and work on that for the deployment of such specifications. Now the SpaceNet machine learning imagery, that is the commercial satellite imagery and leveled training data intended for advancing innovation in computer vision, which is the computer intelligence from the surrounding that takes decision as per the stimulus coming from the surrounding environment and to extract the geometric features from the remote sensing data such as roads, building footprints, and points of interest. So thank you so much. We saw in this session that about the different application, about the CRM, how it works, and different application, how this data comes, and what are the pros and cons of working with this cloud computing services. Thank you with us that for being us, and I hope so that you will see what sort of things that we discussed here that you will explore your knowledge at that level.